Hello again to DTLT Today. I'm Andy Rush, coming to you all alone. People in DTLT, I guess, have just better things to do today. So I wanted to keep the show going. I think we're at episode 91. Yesterday's infamous, at this point, SodaStream episode, I think, rocked the charts. So we'll see what kind of feedback, blowback, whatever kind of back we'll get from our shilling and commercial episode that we did yesterday. But SodaStream, good stuff. What I want to kind of do is just do some more of my favorite things kind of show. So kind of the little Mr. Rogers episode, and we'll just do a few different demonstrations and pointing out some different stuff that's come up on the radar. So let's zoom into our news desk here. The first thing that I wanted to show you was something that I discovered with Flickr today. I've been trying to do something or make this work a little bit easier, but if you go to the Flickr website, which we have here up on the screen, one of the things that I'm constantly doing is trying to get the right size Flickr image to post into my image. So one of the traditional things that you would do is like go to the plus sign here and say, all right, let's view all the sizes. And you'd get a choice of all the different sizes, and maybe I want to put the medium size up in my website. And so this is the one, and then I'll download this particular size of the Flickr image, and it'll go onto my computer, and then I can do what I need with it. I can upload it, whatever. One of the neat little tricks that I discovered was if you go to the photo page, you have this option to right-click on the image. So if you right-click, you can immediately go to whichever size image that you want to. You can go to the original size, but you can also go straight to that medium 500 size image. So we'll click on that, and immediately we're able to go to this particular page and download that particular size photo to our computer. So I just wanted to kind of show you that quick little shortcut. So that's our quick tip for the day. The next thing that I want to draw your attention to, and thanks to our wonderful student aide, Lee Ellis, also known as Leelzebub, she gave me, as well as our friend Gardner Campbell, pointed to this little accomplishment, let's call it. My son, Aiden, is a really big Minecraft fiend. And so anything Minecraft, I guess people have been kind of thinking of me and sending me these little tips. And Lee showed me this particular website, which talked about these Minecraft geeks who basically lose their minds, and they recreate the first level of Super Mario Land using Minecraft blocks. 18 million of those Minecraft blocks, as a matter of fact. And what I'll do is just show you what the video looks like here. I'm just going to go full screen, and we'll play this for you. Now, I'm not sure, are you getting audio? Yeah, I think so. Now, it took them 4 weeks to do this, putting in 6 to 7 hour days. And I'll show you a little bit of that. I'm not going to show you the whole video because I do want to show you a little bit of the making of this video. That's also on YouTube, also on this particular site. But it's pretty involved, and they essentially did this with stop motion. But the real neat thing about this is the look and feel is kind of neat, but you don't necessarily appreciate what all they did until you get to the making of video. So let me just pause this and go back to our web page here, and we're going to choose the making of Super Mario Land with Minecraft. So we'll play this. Go full screen. So this will give you an idea of how they actually accomplished this particular feat. And again, they just kind of lined up the camera view in Minecraft to show what they've actually been working on. And I think we either paused or we're reloading here. So sorry for the delay. And they give you a little bit of what they used, and this is kind of interesting. The screen size, they did a pixel for pixel recreation of this. So they did 160 blocks by 144 blocks to recreate this. So this is kind of the ground level view that they're showing us right now. So they're showing us exactly where they placed each individual block, and I'm still trying to figure out exactly all the terminology that they're using, and my son Aiden probably could explain this better to me. But basically, what they're doing is creating some, I think, custom blocks to make some of these different images. And so, in a few seconds here, well, actually, this is kind of the neat view because they show the digger, the Minecraft dude, in the block area, and actually kind of chunking out some of these areas. And they did this by individually creating each of these blocks and laying them down and then changing each frame. And I can't remember the exact details of how many. I think it was 6 frames per second. I think I'm getting that right. But all the details are on the website, and some more of the information is on the website. And there's some comments and other things. So kind of a really cool waste of time, which is really what the internet is all about. But thanks again to Lee and to Gardner for pointing that out to me and putting that information in the chat. We'll, of course, give you all the show notes and links and that sort of thing so that you can take a look at this stuff. But again, neat stuff having to do with Minecraft, which is one of those popular things these days and something that I'm spending a lot of time at least troubleshooting and getting working around my house. One other thing that really is just a curiosity at this point, but I wanted to mention it if people who are watching haven't seen this particular website. It's at CourseKit.com, and it's this thing called CourseKit. And it kind of reminds me of a WordPress installation. But essentially what you've got here are just some simple tools to create your own course. So you as an instructor can create a course. You can create discussion areas. You can do gradings. You can have resources pages. You can have a calendar. You can have a community site. And there's some kind of, here's what people think of these testimonials and what students are saying about it. But it's as simple as going in and creating a course kit. And you essentially just kind of fill in some information about your course name and different themes. Click on how private you want it to be and get some account information, and you're off and running. I haven't played around with this in terms of creating a course yet, but I mention this again just because I really like the idea of the do-it-yourself. Here's something simple and free to go out and kind of manage a course. Of course, this thing kind of doesn't. I wouldn't imagine there's any way to get this integrated into any kind of administrative system at a college or a school. But it is something that anyone could kind of build their own course in any kind of content and kind of have that available. I don't know what exporting capabilities there are or other kinds of integrations, but it looks interesting, and I kind of want to point these things out as we go along because I think it's important for these tools to be available. So CourseKit.com if you want to check it out. And our final episode, or final segment, I guess, is something that I wanted to show you that's iPad related, and specifically the iPad 2. But it's this thing called the Launch Port and the Launch Port system. And what this does is kind of do a magnetic induction charging system for your iPad. But the neat thing about this, and the stuff that I'm always interested in, is kind of the home theater experience or the home automation experience. And the neat thing about this product, essentially what they have are 3 items. there is the Power Shuttle, which is essentially an iPad case. So it goes around the iPad and has magnets that are associated with it. So you could take this and you can put this on any metallic surface and it would stick. They're pretty strong magnets, so it would easily hold up the iPad too. And you can get these cases in black or white. Let me bring up the website to kind of show you where I am right now. But this is the LaunchPort system. So what you get are these power shuttles to give you the case and the magnet. Then you buy a station. And there's two types of stations that you can get. You can get this base station, which is essentially a tabletop device. Or you can get the wall station, which allows you to put this up on the wall. And what this allows you to do is when these are plugged in or attached to electrical outlets, and there's videos that show you how to do this, you essentially get an iPad that's in a case that you can charge and put up on the wall or put up on the desk with minimal kind of wire clutter, if you will. So you could put this up on a wall, and then down behind the scenes or down below where the charging station is, you can have all the plugs and power supplies and that sort of thing. So the video kind of shows a demonstration of exactly how it works. So let me just back up here in this video, and we'll go full screen. Okay, and here it is. Okay, so that's the LaunchPort. Kind of a corny video. Don't know what the kid was looking at. Was that mom taking her iPad or something? And at the end, they did some home theater stuff, and I could easily see one of these LaunchPort systems kind of placed on the wall. And the other thing is they're kind of on the expensive side. $149 for the case for the Power Shuttle. So that again will give you a case, and it also will allow you to place it on a wall somewhere with a magnet. Again, it needs to be a metallic surface of some sort. And then each the base station or the wall station are $199. And for the wall station, you do need to go through somewhat of a complex procedure, at least a carpentry procedure, to install this in your home. So you need to get like drywall saws and cut into your existing walls if you want to install this. Or if you're putting together a room that hasn't been drywalled yet, obviously that's a much easier proposition if you've got the walls open. But it's something that somebody who's relatively handy could go do. There's a little bit of electrical wiring that needs to take place, but they provide you with the templates and other information to allow you to do this. And one of the places that I'll just show you really quickly that there is an installation of how to install this on their YouTube site. So here's the wall station installation.
Hi, I'm Simon Weir, Director of
and he basically shows you how to place this thing on the wall and drop down a wire to the outlet that's down below, and then plug in the power supply that goes into the power wall adapter. And the video is pretty self-explanatory. Looks like most, again, handy people could tackle something like this. So to me, again, it's a really interesting product, a little on the expensive side, but what it allows you to do is this wire-free kind of look for home automation and leaving notes and that sort of thing. So again, it's something that was of interest to me, and I thought it might be of interest to other people. So check these people out at launchport.com. I guess they've got other products and other ventures that they're involved in, but look like a pretty neat system. So I'm looking at the chat and seeing that our lovely friend, Noise Professor, has joined us. LMSs suck, but basically the lightweight, I'm assuming you're saying that the lightweight version of this LMS is a positive step. And I didn't see your chat from before, so you might have had other comments. But that's pretty much it for our show today, unless there's some other pressing issue that we need to discuss. But DTLT today has been brought to you by yours truly and yours truly alone. And maybe we should do at some point a Christmas show where we talk about geek gifts or other gifts that are on everybody's wish list. Maybe we'll do an Amazon wish list show that we can share what's on our Amazon wish lists or something along that like that. Someone's talking. Lee's talking about the blind cat video. What video is that? Do you have a link for me, Lee? I'm sorry about that. I'm dropping things on the floor. I should mention. It doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas lists. It could also be Hanukkah lists. If there's the equivalent of an atheist Christmas and gift giving, it certainly could be on the atheist list as well. So now the problem is I'm going to have to bring up the chat. I didn't think about this, Lee, when I asked you for that video. So if I just do a YouTube and I search for blind cat video, will it get to me? I'm going to do it.
Put it in the chat.
Yeah, I can't get to the chat from where I am right now. Blind cat video. Toys.
That should do it.
Zoe the blind cat?
No.
No. Blind cat fetching toy mouse?
There it is.
Oscar the blind kitten and his first toys. Okay, so here's a DTLT debut video exclusive. This is the Oscar the blind kitten and his first toys.
You shake it, baby, all day and all night. If you're getting tired of the wait, let's throw a wrench into the notes and a rhyme, and we'll call it a change of days. In all the changes of the water and wine, I see the metaphor this way. Let's throw a wrench into the space and time for the sake of a change of days. So come on, all you people, ain't it hard for you to know? Celebrate in all the things you say. The part where everything is saved or explodes, and we'll call it a change.
You should check out the
Okay.
though.
So I'll let you watch the rest of that video. I'm not sure, it's probably got another minute or so left, but we take requests, video requests from YouTube. So we have played the cat video. I guess there's 2 million views on this, so we added at least 2 more on today's episode of DTLT today. So that's our show. Thanks for joining us. Hope you learned something, saw something neat. We hope to have a crew, and maybe one of these days we'll have some production meetings so that we'll plan out exactly what shows we'll have coming up in the future, so that we won't have to just kind of cobble something together at the last minute. But I'm Andy Rush. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on DTLT Today. Bye now.